Text number 28, The Rescue in the Sea. We first became aware that something unusual was happening when one of the ship's officers came up to the chief engineer, who sat at our table, and spoke to him in a low voice. The chief engineer at once stood up and with a brief excuse left the dining room. Soon the word went round that a man had been seen floating in the sea. There was such confusion in the dining room that we decided to join those who had gone up on deck. There we learnt that one of the crew had seen a man in the sea some distance from the ship. He had informed the captain, who had at once ordered the ship to be turned round. We were now only 200 yards or so from the man, and a lifeboat had already been lowered into the sea. In it there were 4 sailors, who were sitting ready at the oars, an officer and the ship's doctor. The officer shouted an order, and the sailors began to row away from the ship. By looking in the same direction as the boat was going, we were able to make out the position of the man in the water. He was clinging to a large piece of wood. At last, after what seemed to be to us like an age, the lifeboat reached the man, and 2 of the sailors pulled him on board. This was not at all easy, for the sea was rather rough. Then the sailors began to row back to the ship again. The lifeboat was raised out of the water, and the rescued man, wrapped in a blanket, was helped out onto the deck. As he passed along the deck, everyone cheered loudly.